I remember when I was a young boxing coach, I was in the boxing gym training young men how to box. And I had a couple of fighters in the gym, and this one fellow by the name of Lonnie, every time I would tell him not to hit the other guy hard, he would try and hurt the guy. You see, what I always did with my boxers is that I would start them out and teach them how to use the left jab. And that's all I would let them use in the beginning until they learned a little bit more about boxing. Well, Lonnie kept throwing wild right hands and kept trying to knock his opponent out. So I walked over to Lonnie one day and I said, Lonnie, I'm going to stick somebody else in here with you. So I turned to one of my veteran boxers and I put a pair of boxing gloves on him and I whispered in his ear, I said, Timmy, I want you to teach this guy a lesson. And so as the bell rang, when Timmy walked across the ring, Lonnie screamed a blood-curdling scream as he ran towards Timmy, and I think it scared Timmy. And Timmy threw a wild right hand and hit Lonnie squarely on the mouth. And when he did, he knocked Lonnie as cold as a mackerel. Lonnie hit the floor of the ring, and the building actually shook. And it actually felt like we were in a little bit of an earthquake. And I mean, it was the scariest thing I'd ever seen. Lonnie was knocked out cold. And when I looked at him, I noticed that a tooth had come through his lip, and he was bleeding. And I was scared to death. My life passed before me because I thought Timmy had just killed Lonnie. Fortunately, Lonnie woke up, and he was okay, other than having his pride hurt a little bit. Well, I learned my lesson, and I learned that I should never do anything like that again. And I turned to Timmy and I said, geez, Timmy, I didn't mean for you to kill him. And I really didn't. I didn't want him to hurt him. I just wanted him to teach him a lesson. Well, Lonnie never came back, and I don't know why, but anyway, there was another young man standing on the corner of the ring, and his name was Jimmy, and Jimmy said, man, he hit him so hard, I saw the light. He took his boxing gloves off and laid them down and walked out of the boxing ring and the boxing gym, and he never returned either. Folks, they saw the light. I want to ask you a question. What will it take for you to see the light? You see, there was a time in my life when I was living for the devil, when I was turning my back on God, but I saw the light. I saw that Jesus Christ died for me, and I turned and gave my life to Jesus Christ. I invite you today to give your life to Jesus Christ and become a Christian. Just simply bow in prayer and say, Lord, I realize I'm a sinner. Please forgive me my sins. Come in to my heart and save me, and He'll do that right away.